So a little bit different from yesterday. And sorry, I didn't introduce myself. If we haven't met before, my name is Annie. I'm a teacher from Modo Yoga Hamilton. So I'll be teaching for Momentum Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 8 a.m. during lockdown. So Tuesdays is going to be more of like a chill class. If you were in class yesterday, same sort of idea every Tuesday. Wednesday is going to be a little more active. So we'll get started right away. So let's come onto our backs. Just gonna turn my volume up here. All right, so you're gonna start on your back. Arms and legs will come nice and wide. So you want your heels to generally be to the edges of the mat, arms alongside, tuck your shoulders under. And same as I said yesterday, if that hurts your low back, just plant your feet, let your knees fall in toward each other. So we won't be here for too long. So just start to find that connection with your breath. Take a nice long inhale through your nose. And exhale, let your chest soften, relax your shoulders. Got a deep breath in, the belly rises, the ribs expand. And exhale, soften. Got a deep breath in, rise to the very top. Easy exhale, letting go of physical tension. Let's do one more like that before we start to move. Breath in. And breath out. Good, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll the wrists and the ankles. Walk your heels together. Send your arms up overhead. Take an inhale. Find a full body stretch here. Get nice and long. And exhale, relax your entire body. One more just like that, breath in. And breath out. Good, step the feet onto the floor. Draw the knees in toward your chest. So wrap the arms around the shins and give yourself just a gentle squeeze here. Good, root down through your low back. Squeeze those thighs in and then rock yourself side to side. Just wake up the lower back here. All right, feet come down onto the mat, right arm reaches overhead, roll to your right side. So just hang out here for a few breaths, let that right side body be heavy. And then left hand is going to step onto the mat, come onto your front, moving into a wide-legged child's pose. So hips to the heels, relax the forehead, stretch your hands forward. Good, and just taking a few easy breaths here into your low back, your hips, your chest, and your shoulders. So all those areas that generally feel a bit locked up first thing in the morning. Okay, you can start to make this pose more active. So I'm going to have my head up just so you can hear me, but you want to keep your forehead rooted. Press into your hands, let your forearms and your elbows lift off the mat. So you're making this more active. You're going to find a bit of a deeper stretch in the sides. So it's almost like you're trying to create as much space as you can between your fingers and your hips. So fingers stretch forward, hips push back and down. Keep that activation. Walk both of your hands to the left side of your mat, right hand on top. And keep that forehead down. You should be feeling this on your right side here. Think about breathing into the spaces right between each one of your ribs. All right, right into the opposite side, hands over to the right, left hand on top. And now let's come back through center. Spread your fingers wide. Let's start to come forward right into a tabletop position. So you want your knees under your hips, wrists beneath the shoulders. Fingers are spread out. Let's take a breath in, start to drop the belly down, bring the heart forward, lift the gaze up, roll your shoulders back. Good, exhale, round the spine, press up between the shoulder blades, drop the head. And breathing in to lift up slowly, shoulders back, chin lifts up. Exhale to round. Okay, do 3 more here, just like that. Breath in. And breath out. And last 2 here. Okay, end of that last one, back to a neutral spine. Walk your knees back, curl the toes under, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Good, so you want your feet to be about hip distance apart. And the intention here is to create that sort of upside down V shape with the body. If you're really tight through the hamstrings, you can bend the knees if you like. Yeah, just gently pressing your chest towards the thighs, maybe working to get your heels down to the mat. Just pedal it out. Now bring your gaze forward between your thumbs and just start to walk your feet toward your hands. So feet are hip distance, bend the knees a lot, release your head and your neck. So you're just passively folding forward here. And you can hold on to your opposite elbows, try to release your head and your neck completely. You can nod the head yes, shake the head no. Okay, so let's release the hands from the elbows, bring your hands to your thighs, and just take your time, slowly start to press yourself up all the way. I'm just gonna adjust my camera just slightly. So you're standing at the top of your mat, and you want your big toes to touch, your heels are just slightly apart, arms at your sides. Okay, so nice tall spine, this is your mountain pose or Tadasana. Belly hugs in, and we're gonna start to find a bit of movement with the breath to warm up here. So take an inhale, scoop your arms up overhead, look up. Now bend the knees, and on your exhale, start to fold forward. Good, on the breath in, bring your palms to your shins, lengthen your spine, look forward. And exhale, fold, heavy head. Press into your feet, take a breath in, sweep the arms up, keep your core active. And exhale, hands to heart. So we're gonna do a few more just like that. Breath in, lift up. Exhale, hinging forward, bend those knees. Good, breath in, lengthen, reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, fold, heavy head. Press into the feet, strong abs. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Good, one more. Breathing in, lift. Exhale, hinge. Good, halfway up on the inhale. Heavy head, fold on your exhale. Good, press into the feet, inhale, lift up. This time on your exhale, interlace your fingers, release your index fingers and soften your shoulders. Take a breath in, reach all the way up to the ceiling. On your exhale, come up and over towards the right side. So you're sending your hips to the left, reaching the fingers to the right. And we should be feeling this along the left side body here. On your inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, switch, come over to the left side, hips go to the right. Just a couple breaths. And now we're gonna move with the breath side to side. So inhale brings you back through center. Exhale, reach to the right. Breath in, come back up. Breath out, over to the left. One more on each side here. Inhale, rise. Exhale, reach. Good, deep breath in, lift up. Exhale. Now on the breath in this time, come back up. Exhale, separate your hands and bring your arms so they're shoulder height. So you're reaching the fingers forward. Walk the feet apart just by about 6 inches. I want to soften the toes here, really root down through the bottoms of your feet. Take an inhale. Now on your exhale, bend the knees, sit your hips back and down into a chair pose. So you're pulling your hip creases back and then bringing your hips down. It's almost like you're sitting into an imaginary chair here. Watch that your chest, your shoulders don't cave in. Roll the shoulders back. Okay. Strong core here, protecting the lower back. Every inhale, you lift up. Every exhale, sit down deeper. Good. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. 2 more, just like that. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, breathing in. Breathing out. Good. Push into the feet. Slowly start to straighten the legs. And then lower the hands. Good. Inhale, arms up overhead. And on your exhale, bend the knees, start to fold forward. So you're going to layer onto that. Inhale, halfway lift. Now on your exhale, I want you to step back to a downward facing dog. So take your time. Yeah, fingers are spread wide. You can take a couple breaths here, just walk this out. I'm going to move you through something called a vinyasa. So if you've never done one before, you can always sit back and watch or move with me. So this is just a modified variation since our backs aren't very warm yet. So we'll do a few of these. Take an inhale. You're going to come forward to a high plank. From your high plank, drop your knees, untuck your toes. Exhale, bend the elbows. Start to lower down all the way. Push into the shoelace parts of your feet, the tops of your feet. Take an inhale, hover the chest, keep your gaze low. So you want to feel your back body working here. On the exhale, press yourself back, tabletop, tuck the toes under, downward dog. So that was a really slowed down version. So we want to link each movement with a breath here. So on your inhale, come forward, knees come down, exhale, lower. Good, hover chest and hands on the breath in. Breath out, press it back, table, downward dog. And let's do one more, just like that. Breathe in, come forward, nice and strong through the abs. Knees down, untuck the toes. Exhale, resist the floor right to your stomach. Hovering chest and hands, inhale. Press it back, exhale. From your downward facing dog, start to walk the feet to the hands. Take as many steps as you need. Bend the knees a lot, release the head, release the neck. And sway again side to side. All right, release the hands from the elbows. Take a breath in, halfway lift, nice long spine. Exhale, fold, press into the feet. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Now on your exhale, bring your hands right in front of your chest. Walk your feet right together. So you have one long leg here, no space between the feet. Hands stay in front of the chest. Take a breath in. Now on the exhale, bend your knees, sit back and down. So again, same thing, you're sitting into an imaginary chair, but your knees, your thighs are squeezing together. Take a breath in, lengthen the spine. On your exhale, you're gonna bring your right hand to the outside of your left thigh, your left hand to your low back. So this is your modified variation of a prayer twist. The full variation is hands to heart, you're hooking the elbow. If that's not accessible, you're gonna stay here. So hand to thigh, left hand to low back. And with every breath in, try to lengthen the spine. Pull the belly to the spine, exhale, twist open. You want your knees to stay even. So if your right knee is coming forward here, can you pull it back? All right, let's press into the feet. Take an inhale, come back, straighten the legs, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart, sit back and down. Good, find that length on the breath in. Opposite side on the exhale, so left hand to the outside of the right thigh, right hand to base the spine. Hips are squared. Let your exhales take you deeper into the twist. So roll the right shoulder back, pull the low belly in. Just 2 more here. And end of your second breath, press into the feet. Inhale, come back, straighten the legs, reach the arms up. Now on your exhale, you're gonna bring your hands to your low back. So framing the sacrum, the base of the spine. It almost looks like you're putting your hands into pockets of pants here. You can walk your feet apart just slightly, especially if you have any low back sensitivity. Just wanna use your hands here to support your lower back. Pull the belly in, relax your shoulders, and now just start to trace the gaze up. So you just wanna come to that place where you feel the stretch across your chest. Good, and make sure you keep breathing here. You might notice the heart starts to race a bit. That's totally okay. Just keeping that breath fluid. Take about 3 more, you got it. Good, so end of your third breath, press into the feet, slowly rise. Head is last to lift. Arms come alongside, back into your mountain pose. Take a breath in. And take a breath out. Good, you're at the top of the mat. Feet are hip distance, bring the hands to the hips, soften the knees, and start to fold forward. So you can bend the knees as much as you need to. We're just here for a moment. Take an inhale, bring the palms to your shins, lengthen the spine. Now on your exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, and step your left foot all the way back. So you want your back heel to be up nice and high. Right knee is on top of the right ankle. Now lift the chest, sweep the arms back behind you. So this is your runner's lunge, and it should look like you're about to run forward to the wall in front of you. Arms are stretching back. So see how there's a long line right from the crown of the head all the way through that back heel. Should feel the thighs working quite a bit here. Squeeze the inner thighs toward each other. Pull the belly in. Good, and from here, start to reach the arms up overhead. Okay, just find your balance. Draw the abs in tight. Okay, fingers are spread wide. You're lifting through the hips, out of the waist. Now take an inhale, stretch up as high as you can. On your exhale, you're gonna start to open up. So your left foot comes parallel to the back edge of your mat. Right toes point forward. Arms come out to a T. So this is your warrior 2. Your right heel, you want that to sort of intersect the arch of your back foot. So that's going to keep your hips in a nice neutral position. From here, flip your palms open towards the left side. Your right arm comes down, left fingers reach up. This is your bent knee triangle. So just be mindful that you haven't lost the lunge. Come right back to it. You can take your gaze up high if you like. Abs stay strong here, protecting the lower back. Breathe in and out through the nose. Okay, root into the feet, come back up to a warrior 2. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Good, one more, inhale. Exhale. Hands come to the hips. Straighten your right leg. Heel toe your left foot in. So just about halfway, then turn to the front. Step forward. Good, shake it out. We're gonna come right into the opposite side of that. So again, soften the knees as much as you need to. Start to fold forward. Hands down. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands. Your right foot comes back this time. So again, check that that back heel is nice and high. You can always take hands to top of thigh to find your balance, and then sweep arms back behind you. Good, every breath in, try to lengthen through your spine. Exhale to lunge. Good, left hip back, right hip forward. Arms are strong here as well, so really stretch through the tips of your fingers. Good, stay low in your lunge. Arms come up overhead. Good, soften the shoulders away from the ears. Spread your fingers wide. Good, maintain that nice smooth rhythm of breath that we started with today. Good, now take an inhale, reach up. Exhale, open up, warrior two. So this time, right foot comes parallel to the back edge of your mat. Left toes point forward, arms come out. If you're really tight through the hips, you can turn your back foot in on a bit of an angle. So that's going to give you a little more space to lunge. Good, really strengthen up through your arms, through your upper back, trying to squeeze the shoulder blades toward each other. Let's open the palms. We've been here before. Left arm down, right fingers high, bent knee triangle. Good, draw the belly in. Reaching through that right hand, stay low in your lunge. Couple more breaths. All right, root into the feet, rise back up, warrior two. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Hands come to your hips, a little bit different this time. Your left leg will go straight. Turn all 10 of your toes to the right side wall. So you want your feet to be parallel here, or your big toes can turn in slightly. Bend the knees. You're going to start to hinge forward. I'm just going to turn around so it bumps down in your face. So you're going to start to hinge forward, wide-legged forward fold. Now just be mindful here that you're not rounding the spine. You want a nice long back body. So you can bend the knees as much as you need to. You can walk the feet out wider, but always looking for a straight spine in an active forward fold because we want to stretch the hamstrings rather than pull onto our lower backs. And you can always have something beneath your hands to bring the ground up to you, whether that's a block or a cushion or a book, just some sort of surface. Every inhale, find a bit of length. Exhale, fold. All right, so from here, take a nice big bend in the knees. Bring your hands to your thighs. Inhale, press up halfway. Exhale, rise to stand. Okay, take a breath in. And a breath out. One more here, inhale. And exhale. Okay, you can just heel toe the feet toward each other. Good time to grab a drink of water if you need water. And we're just going to transition onto our backs. Just going to check our time here. Perfect. So just coming on to your back. And we'll start with the feet planted onto the floor. So you want your feet to be planted about hip distance apart. Extend the sole of your right foot up to the ceiling. And now turn your toes out to the right. So you're externally rotating your thigh. Bend that right knee and place the ankle to the top of your left leg. So if you were in my class yesterday, we did this. Thread the needle, so you can stay here if you already feel a stretch, or option to lift that left foot up. You can interlace the hands on the back of your left leg or loop a strap around the back of the left leg. And we won't be here for too long. We're just going to take about 5 or 6 breaths. So on the inhales, just pressing down through the lower back. Exhale, just gently squeeze the left thigh in. Good, so at the end of your 5th or 6th breath, just lower down, plant the feet, left foot reaches up, externally rotate your thigh and your hip, and then ankle to top of right thigh, right into the opposite side. Good, try to soften the shoulders here. Root down through the low back, find that stretch. About 4 more breaths. That's at the end of your last breath. Lower the feet. Give the knees a gentle sway here. And a little bit of ab work before we finish. You're going to lift your shins up to a tabletop position. So your knees are stacked right on top of your hips. Take your hands to your thighs. Draw the low belly in. So your low back is pressing into the mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, press hands to thighs, thighs to hands. And you want to continue to breathe through this. Inhale. Exhale, push. Good. Deep breath in. Deeper breath out. Find that shake through your abs. Take 3 more cycles of breath, just like that. Pressing hard. Keep the knees stacked on top of the hips. 2 more. Last one. Good. Lower the feet. Walk them so they're mat distance apart. And just slowly sway the knees back and forth. The next time that your knees fall over to the left, just let them land there. Tee the arms out. Take your gaze to the right. Just a nice passive spinal twist. Good. Come back through center. Let your knees fall to the right. Take the gaze to the left, just right into the opposite side. Good. Come back through center. So start to walk the soles of your feet together. Now let your knees fall open. You have a nice diamond shape with your legs, and just take your arms somewhere comfortable. So maybe extend them out. You can reach up and over. Hands to stomach, 1 to stomach, 1 to chest. Just find something that feels good here. And just close your eyes. Try to let your back body just settle in. Good. So with every breath, you want to feel your knees, your thighs, and your hips becoming a little bit heavier. And then from here, just start to extend your heels to the corners of your mat. So just the same way we started, arms alongside, or you're planting your feet onto the mat, knees fall inwards. And just make any last adjustments so you can get really comfortable here. Okay, letting your breath just return to its natural pace, its natural rhythm. So you're still noticing the breath, but you're not trying to control it at all. So of course you can stay here as long as you like, but this is where we will end for today. When you do go to get up from your mat, just always try to move really slowly and mindfully. Just take your time. I will be back here on Tuesday at 8 a.m. and then next Wednesday as well at 8 a.m. So thank you for showing up. It was so nice to start the day with you all, and I will see you soon. I hope you all have a great holiday, whatever you're celebrating, and stay safe. Okay, see you later.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks.
Thank you.
No problem.